சென்னை வேளச்சேரியில நடந்த Adidas Uprising பிரஸ் மீட்ல Deepika Pallikal கலந்து கொண்டு பேசினாங்க. அப்போ அவங்க ஸ்குவாஷ் விளையாட்டு போட்டியில உலக சாதனை படைப்பதே தன்னோட லட்சியமா வச்சிருக்கிறதா சொல்லிருக்காங்க.
See, I think being part of Uprising for the last 2 years has been really good. I was part of the masterclass in Delhi and the event in Mumbai, and it went off really well. And I think this is just a beginning to a lot of good things that Adidas is doing for sports in India. And I also want to emphasize that it's not only for the kids at school or the junior level, but it has an open category too, which is great for people to come out there and play. I know there's a lot of sporting culture in Chennai, and there are a lot of people play badminton at clubs and stuff like that, but actually being part of a competition is very important, and I think Uprising 2.0 is just that.
Question. With the rising of leagues like TNPL and ISL, do you think it is necessary to bring up the leagues like exclusively for squash?
See, I think we're obviously it's in our plans that we do want to be part of a league, and squash does want to grow, and I think a league will definitely help it grow. Having said that, I think we can't compare ourselves our sport to cricket or tennis or any other league, because cricket and tennis are the elite sports in India. But we're obviously looking at options to try and get a squash league in India, and hopefully it will work in the future.
Tell me about some upcoming tournaments.
See, I'm leaving to America tomorrow night for the US Open. I think we've got it's coming to an end of a season where we have 4 tournaments back to back. So I think it's definitely very important going into the US Open to perform well. I think at the end of the year we play the World Team Championships, where the Indian team, the women's team, go to Paris to play the World Team Championships, and that's been our goal for the last 2 years. We reached top 5 2 years back when we were seeded 12th. So hopefully, we can go one up and probably win a medal this time at the World Team Championships.
Any more questions?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think that's an important point. So while we encourage young students and kids to take up the sport, we're also encouraging people like us, you and me, who've played sport before but not been able to continue that. So it's about not just people who are regular in sports. Obviously they will be the ones who will also play, because it's an incentive for them to show off their skills and show their talent. But it's also people who've not played sport but to rediscover that joy. So it's for all kinds of people. The Uprising is trying to be as broad-based as possible, not just targeting the athletes, but targeting people who are sports enthusiasts, as we call it.
I think like a lot of parents take the opportunity to push the children into sport, which is great. But then I think the parents also pushing children, they also have to realize that they can be role models to their kids by taking up a sport. You don't have to be India number 1, you don't have to play on the international circuit. It's about being healthy on a day-to-day life, and I think when your children actually get to see the parents take up a sport, they get inspired, and I think that's very good. See, I think as an athlete, I can only speak about what has happened in my life. I think I've had very supportive parents. My mom, as everyone knows, my mom played cricket for India, so I was always part of a family where sport played a very important role. Be it any sport, be it just go out there and run or play basketball or throw a shot put. It was very important for me to take up a sport, and I've always been surrounded by people who have loved sport. So for me to hear that people are lazy or they sit front of the TV playing PlayStation and stuff is very unreal for me, because I've never been a part of that life. So hopefully this thing can continue towards making people best athletes in India, and most importantly, as I keep mentioning, is just about having fun and being healthy and leading a healthy lifestyle. Nothing. I mean, see, winning awards and stuff is definitely a big motivation. What has happened after the Padma Shri, probably got into the top 10 and got married. I think that's the only thing which has changed. But other than that, I think all these awards are definitely just motivations for us, and it keeps us going. And once in a while when we get applause like this, it definitely helps to get motivated and try to win a lot more medals for the country.